Hello everyone, have a knife on the table for you today, and I also have kind of a story to go with it, so please bear with me. And so this knife right here comes from Coast Knives, or Coast of Portland. And the story here isn't so much about the knife, but about the company itself. And so real quick, I'm just going to cover it. About a week or so ago, I saw a post on the Slick Deals forum, which has a lot of internet deals essentially on it. There was a deal where with the coupon code, I was able to get this knife for free. And so essentially I had to pay $5.95 shipping, and this knife was delivered to me. So this code, I entered it in. I saw a lot of people claiming knives from Coast with this coupon code on this forum. And it turned out that this code actually really wasn't meant to be widespread. And so Coast decided, after noticing so many people order these knives with the free code, they decided to honor the order. So they actually sent me an email, after I made the purchase, and I realized, this code was not meant to be shared out. They sent me an email, so I'll put it up here on the screen. So feel free to read along. So at Coast, we believe in making the best LED lighting products and cutting tools for working professionals. Our customers have trusted us for over 100 years in delivering that promise. We noticed you redeemed a coupon for a free knife with us. However, the coupon is for customers that first purchase a flashlight from us and receive a bonus knife offer with that purchase as a thank you. We know that you did not buy a flashlight from us, discovered the coupon through various websites, and therefore should not be entitled to the free knife. However, to kick off our 102nd year as a family-owned and operated business in Portland, Oregon, we will honor the coupon code this one time and want to welcome you to the Coast family. The coupon is now deactivated and will no longer be accepting redemptions. Please put the knife to good use. Thank you, Coast. So that was the email sent out. And also, all too often when you have these too good to be true deals, you put an order in, it'll just get canceled. But Coast actually went through the process, and they actually honored the deal. And so that's actually a stand-up thing for them to do, because they could have easily just canceled the order for all the knives that were sent out for free. So I kind of hesitate to think about how many knives they gave away during this promotion, mine included here. But Coast, as a knife company, they produce cheaper knives, less expensive knives than what we're used to seeing on this channel, than what you're probably used to seeing on YouTube in general. I did review one Coast knife in the past, and it was actually a really good knife, and I still do have it. But this particular one, I wanted just to show off what I see about the knife, the good, the bad, and of course the fact that Coast came through and delivered this knife when they definitely did not have to do so. So this particular knife, the model number from Coast is the DX342, and I'm actually kind of impressed with the packaging on the knife, because of course it was actually shipped in the packing box here. So we have a cutout of cardboard for the knife to sit in, just a generic insert, but I like this insert here. It actually is about this particular knife, and there's a message from the knife designer on the back. And so it just explains the materials, the design, what it's about. So what I'm about to tell you, it's all just summarized on there, which is great. So this particular knife has a G10 scale, nice dark brown color. The blade itself is 3.5 inches, and it is a liner lock. And we notice here on the back, it actually has a secondary lock feature. And so if you're familiar with CRKT, they have the same exact lock, and they call it the locks or auto lock system on their knives. So I'm guessing that particular lock is available for other companies to use, because we can see when the liner lock is open and you put that lock on there, it prevents the liner lock from closing. So it adds an additional safety. If you're using the knife in a hard way, there's almost no way that this blade can close on your fingers. And so it's a secondary lock. It's not required. It's not mandatory that you use it. And they actually included a nice little feature on it. There's a Torx bit head there. And so if you do not like this lock and you just want to leave it open all the time, you can tighten that screw down, and it will make it so that you cannot push it forward, which I kind of like. Because a lot of people, when CRKT it came out with the lock system, which is the same exact secondary lock, the number one complaint was that it automatically deployed or it got in the way, and it was just an unnecessary feature. And so Coast put it on here, but they made it optional in that you could tighten that screw down and you'll never have to deal with it again. So that's kind of a nice thing to see. The blade itself has the black coating on it, and the centering came pretty good out of box. Action is actually really nice, and to see a low-income knife not have assisted opening, I like that. It is a manual opener. Thumb studs for right-hand side only. The blade, we see the markings on it. So this is coming from their 1919 Reserve collection, DX342, and it has the blade steel on there, 7CR17, designed in Portland, Oregon. On this side, just the Coast logo. So again, a low-end blade steel, because again, this is not an expensive knife. Even without any discounts, this knife is about $30 from Coast directly. And I imagine when they have various sales, it'll be less than that. So what we get for that price, though, we get a 3-direction pocket clip, deep carry. And so when I opened mine and took it out of box, I put mine tip up right-hand side, and you'll see that it uses Phillips head screws, which is, again, kind of an odd thing for knives to have, but it's there. And looking at the profile, nice and slim profile on the pocket clip, no protruding screw heads to snag on your pockets. So it's actually very nice and flush. And open design. So overall, knife itself was fairly solid. Some issues with it, of course, because when you buy a lot of cheaper knives, sometimes the quality control can be hit and miss. You know, you might get a perfect example one time, next purchase or the next guy over buying one might get a lemon. And sometimes that happens. This particular one, the main issue I had with it is the edge out of the box was not really sharp. So I had to just add my own edge and sharpen it up. And the grinds were just kind of a little uneven. So I did my best to sharpen it up. So the edge you see on yours, if you purchase one, won't be quite the same as what you see here in the video. But you can see the plunge line there. It's kind of uneven from one side to the other. It's hard to see on camera, but it's there. And so, you know, I sharpened it up, no problem. Broke down, you know, a couple weeks worth of Amazon boxes with it, no problem. And when you do sharpen it or use it, you're going to see some honest wear on that black coating. So it's not like a DLC like you would see like on a Kershaw or something like that, but the black coating will wear away as you use the knife, and that adds to the character, of course. But really beyond that, not too many flaws with the knife. I did tighten the pivot when I first got it out of the box, but even then, once you tighten it, it still flicks open fairly simply. Not a drop shut action by any means, but it is smooth enough. You should have no problem opening it with one hand. So again, the video here is not so much about the knife itself because it is an inexpensive knife. It's a working knife. It's a knife you're going to put to hard use and get a lot of use of. And the quality is good enough that it's going to last a while for you. But the issue here more is I'm actually glad Coast honored that deal. They didn't have to at all, you know, so good on them. So if you're in the market for flashlights or folding knives, I would probably give them a look. And actually, I'm probably going to buy some lighting from them. I saw they have some really nice work lights they sell. And so I'll probably end up picking up some of those, you know, just as a thank you for sending the free knife. And really the fact that that's a stand-up thing to do. In a time when most companies would just hit the cancel order button, you know, and disappoint, you know, a couple thousand orders, they went ahead and fulfilled the order. So that's really nice. So good on Coast Knives. If you have any questions about this knife or about the deal and about that, of course the deal is over now, so don't ask about that, but there's no coupon code anymore. But if you're wondering anything about this, feel free to leave a comment below. You know, Coast Knives may not have the best reputation as a knife company, but their actions speak louder than their words. So happy to have this knife in my hands. Hope you all have a nice day. Bye-bye.